for sure take it.
I still have to level red mage.
I'll grade the coffer then.
Yeah, just grade
Okay.
the
What level is your red mage?
80.
Oh, I can probably help you level with my ult at some point.
I'll just let someone have the coffer
No,
who
not
actually plays more than one job.
Thank you.
Roll the 1 on the coffer on the chess piece.
We're still
that
going
nice
through the
roll.
chess piece, by the way.
Huh?
Oh, was that the thing? Was that a thing?
Yeah, it's
yes.
Jaw needs it for his Reaper, and then I'm the last
Oh.
person to get the
Oh,
second
yeah.
one.
Yeah. So okay.
I
So
thought it was over.
on that note, if we should probably do P4S real quick before we do Ultimate next week, if everybody's okay with that.
Well, we don't have to do if we're just doing P4S. We don't. It's probably best if we don't do it on Tuesday. We could like wait for. We could like do it one of the other raid days so that we can get someone to skip us in. You know what I mean?
I see.
I think
see,
Is there a
Sato.
reason why you?
That's also true. Like, it'll be much easier to get a skip.
Yeah,
Oh,
that way
like
Tuesday we
Thursday.
can just go
You wanna
straight
get
into.
the extra floor.
To have our 8th and final book.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because
But
we're-
it's not because you're going to class and you need a piece. A different class and you need a piece.
Well, he does. We are cycling the chess piece, so he's
Yeah.
the last
Yeah.
one.
No,
to get
but like it's not like it's a piece for a class that you plan on
It
with
is.
the ultimate. Oh, all right. And,
Potentially.
up to you guys if you want to go Tuesday or later.
Yeah. Let's do that. Let's wait until later the week, so that way we can get the skip.
Yeah, because
That-
we can just go ahead and start progging the new ultimate on Tuesday, and then once we have someone to skip us, we can do it the next day we meet, right?
So I was just thinking about next week's schedule. Are we? So since it is the release of Ultimate, are we okay with the long 4-day? Well, with a 4-day week next week?
Oh.
We can either do that, or we can do 2 days and 1 long weekend.
I would prefer 3 days with one of the days being long, but like that really depends on people's work schedules.
Yeah. Because we got a couple of people who
I
change.
think
schedules
4
every
days
week.
is actually easier to schedule, but
Fortunately enough, I have next weekend off. So.
oh,
And I work the weekend though, but I work until
Oh,
well, I don't know what time zone you guys are, but West Coast it'll be 3 o'clock when I get home roughly evening.
Anybody against 4 days for next week?
I'm fine either way as long as
yeah.
we get in like the proper amount of time, whether it's 3 or 4.
Mhm.
Same.
Mhm.
Okay.
I'm okay raiding after work if that's what you guys want to do on the weekend.
Yeah, I prefer not to make you do a long weekend, Scoob, because you do work long hours on the weekend, right?
As long as we finish early enough on Saturday, it doesn't really matter to me at all because I work at 5:30 in the morning on Sunday. So
Okay. And how's everybody else's schedule looking next week?
I have no idea. I will. So, but probably open at nights and weekends.
Yeah, we'll
Yeah.
do the usual like nights, like the 9 a.m. to.
Only day I'm working post patch next week is Wednesday, Thursday. So
Okay.
good.
We're going Tuesday and probably Friday and another day of the weekend.
So my plan was to do Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday.
It works Thursday though.
If that looks okay for everybody.
Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday.
Didn't he just say he works Thursday?
Yeah, but I tried to stagger that day for him so he doesn't.
Yeah,
I
he
work
went
Thursday,
with-
but I'm off Friday, so we could do like a late night Friday, and I'll have to go to work the next morning, so it'd be all right.
So is that 4 threes? In other words.
That's 4 threes, yeah.
Okay.
Or we can do two threes and 1 long weekend.
Or three
Um,
threes and an extra long weekend.
I mean, the 1 day on the weekend that's kind of extra long. So
Well, yeah, weekdays should probably be kept to threes because everyone works like
Yep,
one
yep.
day or another. But weekends, if we can go a little bit long, maybe not. I mean, I know Artorias has long days on weekends, so if we could just go a little bit longer on the weekend slot, then
Any preference from anybody else?
Doesn't really matter to me. Like I said, as long as we don't go super late into Saturday, like really late, which I doubt you guys would do anyways, then it doesn't really bother me.
Yeah, I think if we're gonna do a long day like Saturday, we'll try to go earlier, if anything. Then
yeah,
later?
that would be better. If Artorias is off at 3 Pacific, that means
6 East Coast.
6 East Coast, right? So we could
That's
start
9 for us.
6 something ish, maybe.
So
It would
So-
be 9:30 for
so it
us.
seems like Tuesday, Friday, and Saturday are the days preferred next week. If I'm hearing correctly.
That's what I hear.
Well,
Tuesday.
next week is like the first week. I'm fine with doing 4 days.
Do you
We
want to
can
go
mellow
Sunday
out
too?
from there, because I'm sure like as we move through time, people are gonna have more conflicts. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
yeah.
if we have more availability next week, then we should take advantage of it when we do have the availability, if that makes sense.
Mhm.
If we're gonna do 4, could it be Thursday instead of Sunday? That would be
So no Sunday, I don't think, right?
great.
So
Right.
we
So yeah,
probably
just what you said, Mila. So Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday.
Okay. Anybody object to that? We all
No,
good?
it's fine. Sounds good.
I'm good.
You should probably start using the scheduling thingy going forward as well.
Yeah, going forward. I just want to get something together, like right as we have everybody
Yeah.
in the chat, so that way we can also chat about our goals. So I'm not thinking that we clear too quick. Like I'm trying to maybe week 3 hopefully. I try. I do want to clear relatively fast, like compared to our last ultimate. So
Yeah.
What would make you guys to clear team?
we had
2 weeks before the next Savage raid.
Shit.
So it came out at the end of November,
It's like
For
a week before
October?
So
Thanksgiving or
basically like
something.
2 months. But we
and it took us 3 months to kill it.
And you guys like put in like the same amount of hours every week? Or...
No,
No.
we did we had like all of Christmas, all of New Year's off, and we only did like 3 nights of 3 hours,
And we had to replace people.
and we had to replace.
I think both groups I did tea with, it was roughly 90 hours of Prague.
It's
So
usually around like 80 to 100.
yeah. So ideally, I mean, we might not necessarily hit that 3 week mark. We might go over. We might do on it. Depends how difficult this ultimate is.
The
Right?
biggest issue is just the staffing, I guess.
Yeah.
I think we went through like 3 different melees before Milo.
Yeah.
You guys put me in a bar position during BJCC. I was like, oh man, how am I supposed to
nothing
get
like
uptime on the
nothing
bus?
like being, you know, a month into Prague and then like melee quits and it's like, oh, we're
Changing
back in
route.
recruitment again. Oh my god.
It's a healer too, or was Ornat or healer all throughout?
Well, or not stayed with us for all of it.
For all of them. Alright, I thought we also had a healer, so
I've never played melee before, so good luck.
I was gonna bring that up. I actually think you should stay red mage
Okay. I mean, I don't mind either way.
because I feel like your red mage is super consistent and really good, and
I was just worried about like damage is all.
It might be good. It might be
nah,
good
I think
for-
damage is fine. Your red mage damages were way better.
Ultimate was never known for super big DPS decks, right?
super TP.
So
Yeah, we
the
just need to
thing
get,
with
like, our
Ultimate
healers
is like,
in the mindset of raising.
Yeah.
yeah. But I mean, having basically 4 people with reses is really gonna help with Prague, I think. And the DPS
Solo's
will
basically
come.
never going to raise.
What-
We won't rely on Ja to raise all the time.
No,
of
no, we
course,
won't
but,
rely on just him to raise, but if we're pushing for like just to see more mechanics, it's nice to have.
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah.
I feel like having a flex person that can be melee and range will benefit mechanics as well.
Mhm.
That's
Especially if we
true,
get like another enumeration bullshit.
too.
Time to bring my
So-
healer macros.
We'll see how it goes. I mean, if it comes down to it, I mean, if we do need that push, then I'm all for Ja going melee. So, whatever
Yeah.
he prefers to.
I'm
Like, I'm not
fine
gonna.
either way. I was just eventually gonna switch for like next raid tier,
Okay, yeah, that's fine too.
Yeah, that's up to you.
just in case we
It's
hit
probably
that level again
easier
with Vampire.
to. Yeah, that's true.
Yep.
I just don't feel like they're gonna do that because it's like when you're first doing a fight, the DPS check always feels like it's too much, but
Really tight. Yeah.
like
but
more
once you-
DPS shows up as you get better, right? Like
But once you get going, it's just like BJCC, you're holding DPS. So
It's
just
always
I
the same
think
process. It's learn to
P4S
survive
phase
the-
1 was the first time where like I feel like we actually hit a hard wall where it's just like, oh my god, we didn't get enough crits, so fuck us.
Honestly, a lot of people say that week 1 Savage is more DPS. This has tighter DPS checks than Ultimates.
Mhm.
Because in Ultimates you already have your gear. In
Mhm.
like Savages, you're basically starting from scratch. So
Yeah.
And that makes sense. So
Ultimately, you
okay.
always have to learn the mechanics twice: once to survive and once to survive with your rotation intact.
yeah, you honestly, I think Savage, like, you optimize more in week 1 than like later in the
Well, that's
later in
because
the
you
tier.
also see the first phase like 75 times.
Yeah.
Oh,
You mean you don't like staring at living liquid's butt?
Pepsi Man.
It's
No.
so jiggly.
Every hit.
I will recommend. So what I'm gonna do as well during off days, I'm gonna probably sit in the Discord, and if anybody wants to join, we can brainstorm like and look at VODs and stuff. That's what I'm hoping people will join in on. It's not necessary, but
I felt like that was nice when we were progging the current Savage tier. We had a few sessions where we all kind of like went in on a group call and just looked at diagrams together. That helped.
Yeah, we did that for Shiva, so
Mhm.
and that it made it relatively smooth in my opinion.
Stop
Mhm.
saying her name. You're gonna make her.
No,
in
don't
the
invoke
fucking
her.
fight.
Oh
I
god.
don't want to
you're gonna-
fight her again.
You're gonna make Shiva Towers appear in this bullshit. What was the name of that shit? I forget.
So since we are taking Wednesday off, I'm gonna use that day to look up strats and what other people are doing.
You're
I'm
gonna
just
have to
gonna
look at-
be-
you're gonna have to-
I'm
you're
just
gonna
gonna
have
be
to look at Twitch.
watching other
you're
people
gonna have to look at
frog
Twitch.
during
I'm
the
gonna
day.
be in there at 5 o'clock in the morning.
You're gonna prog.
Of course.
Yo,
It's the most fun you will ever have in this game at server top up.
I think people are gonna pug it. Like I've heard a lot of friends that want to pug it like right from the beginning.
I know
So
one person who's gonna prog it. That's in the Discord. That's Rad. Rad's gonna prog that shit day one. He's gonna clear it week one.
No one's
Yeah.
clear.
Rad is very lucky. I'll just say it. I'll just say
Oh.
that.
I don't know.
No,
you might
he's
find, like,
very, very picky about his groups. More like he gives people like 3 pulls, and if they don't, if they're not up to snuff, he just leaves them.
Are we going this week?
Yes. How's everybody's Thursday looking?
For what?
I'd like for
Nidhogg.
What time Thursday?
Probably usual raid time.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
9, yeah.
Like
Nate
9.
Pig.
Yeah. So that
Any-
it's 11 o'clock. Are we all the things that need to be
Yeah,
It's-
said?
good.
That's
Am I
it.
free to go?
you may leave.
Yeah.
You may leave.
Okay, thank you very much. I'm going now. Bye,
Alright.
guys. Have
Good night,
fun.
Salil.
Charlie.
Yeah, we'll just take a quick look at Nidhogg and look at some mechanics. But I'm assuming so far, there's gonna be probably like gaze mechanics, hot wings, that Horshapan spear thing.
What?
It's probably gonna come up at some point, is what I'm thinking.
What,
And
the
the hardest
sandwich?
part about
The healer,
Nidhogg is
the
the
healer
balls,
sandwich?
right?
Yeah.
You're
What's
talking
that,
about the
Jeff?
healer sandwich? That's the spear you're
Yeah,
talking about?
yeah.
Okay.
It might be random though. It's what I'm guessing, but we'll have to look out for those kind of things.
Yeah, it'll just be a marker on someone, and the tank must be in front
Yeah,
with a
tethers.
tower, and a chain, and a tether, and a look away, or something.
Yeah.
No, I honestly feel like that nail mechanic is so unique to Nidhogg. I don't think I can think of any other fight in 14 where it's like you kill one nail by damaging it, and the other one you have to like take damage that transfers to the nail. I feel like we're gonna see some rendition of that in
What are you talking
Ultimate.
about?
They do
The
reuse
Nidhogg
assets.
nails? Do you not remember? It's
don't
two
know
light
what
parties.
you're talking-
One nail you kill conventional way, and the other nail the
Ah.
people have to like run into. They have to take damage from his like human form or whatever. Or is it orbs that they run into? Yeah, they run
I
into
think it's like
orbs.
orbs or something.
Yeah, and the damage that those people take transfers to the nail, and that's the only way they can kill their nail.
You're making shit up.
I'm not
it's-
making shit up.
I remember that. I remember that.
Yeah.
His wife's family okay?
Well, see, that's why we're gonna see it, right?
Yeah.
Mm.
The first thing that comes to mind when you're saying, I remember the healing heads in Shinryu.
It's during the phase. Okay, you don't really remember it because tanks are like tanks. So if you're on the nail that has to take damage through orbs, your damage is like you're getting hit in the face by the boss, I think. So you don't have to worry about it.
Right.
But the
Where's
rest
the
of us
off-tank
have
dip?
to run like headless chicken. Well, you guys swap depending on which nail you get tethered to.
Right.
The
Because if what you're saying is
the
to
tank
the
that
group
needs to take damage is the one
yeah,
that
'cause- yeah, they have to switch. Yeah, I think I'm
Takes the
remembering
boss.
now because
Yeah.
there was a tank in that fight, and it was because if you get hit, something was getting healed.
yeah, the other one if you get
the,
hit
the
it
group that
heals
needs
the...
DPS, their tether can't take damage, otherwise they heal it. Something,
Mhm.
something.
Yeah.
Yeah. It exists. It exists.
I'm fully expecting dive bombs too at some point.
Oh, of course.
Fucking things with
Dive
wings.
bombs,
there
hot
has to be
wings,
dive
hot
bombs.
tail, those stupid Bomberman bombs.
Yeah.
Bomberman bomb.
We'll figure out a day next week to finish P4S, I guess. Whether it be like really later in the week or, maybe like.
Probably on the long
Yeah,
day
Friday.
we go in before we start. Probably on the long day. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm assuming we'd want to at least do Tuesday, Thursday for, Ultimate Prog, and maybe Friday we'll go back into P4S real quick.
Something like that.
continue.
Yeah.
Just so that we can get some like a fresh start in Ultimate, and then hopefully we can get it through it relatively quick. Is what I'm hoping. And yeah, Wednesday I'll be in Discord, just hanging out.
Are you progging White Mage or Astro?
I'm probably just gonna do White Mage because it's more easier.
Probably, yeah.
Is it?
Easier.
Easier.
It is.
Yeah,
It's a lot easier.
Well,
Astro
I mean,
has too many buttons.
not only that, but like anytime you prog on like non RDPS dependent classes, it's a lot more, you're just responsible for your own rotation. It's less to think about when you're progging.
Are you going Scholar or Sage?
Sage, absolutely.
Yeah, I'm almost saying Sage is probably better in this fight.
Sage is just so much more like flexible. I mean, it does suck coming back from death, but then Scholar's not that much better, so it's like
Yeah.
But the zoomies.
you don't need
progging.
zoomies. Everyone has sprint.
So it's
Double
really
zoomies.
it's really dependent on what kind of damage there is. So Scholar is king of just mitigation, right? Just like shielding and stuff like that. But like
Scholar is
Sage
king of
overall is-
shields. Sage has just as much mitigation.
yeah.
Sage just doesn't have any shields other than the one that we never want to cast.
But they're good. They're super. You're just good at healing overall. So
Mhm.
it's better to just bring a Sage.
Just saying, you bringing a Zumi saves me off GCD. That could be.
You're
the
assuming that
difference.
you'll even be near me when I use it. I feel like when Scholar uses Expedient in Ultimate, it's gonna be more for the 10% than for the Zoomies.
Probably. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Situational.
hmm
And you have to get like Seraph timings and dissipation timings and stuff like that. It's kind of a pain to like go through all that, whereas Sage can just press one button. So
Yeah.
it's like White Mage in a way.
Yep.
Well,
But yeah, well
I'm not ready. I'm not ready for this.
It'll be fine. You just like it needs to come out, and then like all the fucking 14 content creators will be streaming it, and then you'll get excited.
yeah, I'm just looking forward to watching people prog through it.
I'll
Yeah.
be excited when we clear it. That's
Oh,
when
yeah.
I get happy.
Oh,
That's when I get happy. I was like, hey, we clear the fucking top 5, yeah.
Yeah.
Now I'm gonna be Dragon Song Legend. I don't fucking know what.
One other topic too, real quick. How do you guys feel about simming?
But
What
what?
is that?
Using simulations?
What is that?
So like they have XIV Sim, which is basically like an online tool.
Oh yeah, they fucking made Wormhole brain dead. You could just redo it over and over again.
Yeah, so like if we're not getting a mechanic, we can go through that and just practice that one mechanic pretty much.
Oh,
Well, that's in game.
That's not in game. It's a browser tool.
interesting.
It's basically a website, and it helps for like certain like if you don't get a mechanic, it helps you practice.
So is it like
mechanic.
that toolbox thing, but like just more?
In person, you can move.
Oh, in
Yeah.
person. Okay.
It's
Yeah.
literally like the game itself, like a not one by one, like a one-to-one comparison, just like a bootleg version of the game. But you can practice the mechanic as is.
I'll do
Interesting.
it. I don't give a fuck.
Okay. I mean,
Yeah,
saw
I
that
feel
for
like that
Wormhole, and I
would-
was like so mad.
If that tool, yeah, if that tool were, yeah, if that was something in game, like prog would be so stupid easy.
yeah.
I mean,
But,
Half the struggle
it's,
with
I mean, it's not like something is doing the mechanic for me. I'm still learning the mechanic. I'm just cutting out
correct,
the-
but it
the-
speeds
cutting
it
out
up
the-
because you're not waiting for pull after pull until you
Exactly,
get
I'm just
that
saying-
particular number or whatever.
I'm still acquiring the skill. I'm just skipping the training montage.
Yeah.
No,
so,
you're literally doing this training montage.
So I don't think anybody is opposed to it unless somebody has some strong objections to it.
No.
Like it's something.
I mean, I'll use it if I encounter a mechanic that I'm literally too dumb to fucking do.
I mean, yeah.
I have
well,
no shame. So.
No,
do
I
you
don't
think
have a
they'll
problem with
actually,
it because it's
Update
like
that.
They do kind of like I think they do.
it'll take
So
them
when
a bit maybe.
when P4S came out, they updated it relatively quickly.
Do you have like a link or something?
I think it existed on P4 and you
look
didn't
at
say anything. How? Why didn't you say anything before, Mill?
What?
And for some
Yeah,
reason, it
That thing existed
not
on
work well
before
on
P4
Chrome.
and you didn't
I
tell
remember
us.
using it for you, Cobb.
Maybe post it in Master Raiders.
Well, if that's all, I'm gonna go for my walkies because Dante's driving me fucking insane.
Yep, I think that's
You-
mostly it.
If anyone's staying behind, I'm gonna run the 24 man.
Oh,
Yeah.
Sure.
That's a bit
Wanna
late for me
come?
for a 24 man.
count me in.
Okay.